What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Where the Locals Sk8. I am your host once again, OG Skate Show. This is a podcast where we get to know local skaters on and off the board. And of course, here with me always, we got one of the couch boys today.
What's up, everybody? How you guys
David
doing?
Peralta is in the house. And now let's introduce our guest this week. We have Miguel Rodriguez with us.
Thanks for having me, man.
Dude, thank you for coming down. Appreciate that. Let everybody know what city you're repping.
From Monte, California.
Monte?
Yes, sir.
Oh, nice. I don't think we have an Monte yet.
Right?
Really?
Yeah, you're the first on Monte.
I think so.
Great.
I might have to go back and double check, but yeah, shout out to that, bro. And how did you start skating?
Damn. Well, when I was a kid, right? Because I was born in Mexicali.
Okay.
And for whatever reason, I always remember this. When I was a kid, like, I always wanted to skate, right? And obviously my mom didn't want to buy me a board because it was too dangerous or whatever. But then I moved over here. We came over here when I was like maybe 5, 6 years old. And one of my neighbors, I forgot her name, but she had a pink board. And like I'd always just ask her like, oh, like let me borrow, you know. But then I didn't start officially skating until like I was like maybe around like 10, 11 years old. And I always remember this day because P-Rod is one of my favorite skaters, and it was like on his birthday, December 30th or December 31st or something like that. My aunt's boyfriend at the time took me to Shoe City and bought me like a speed demon board.
Oh,
and
okay.
That's literally what started it for me. Like from that day on, like I was just hooked, you know, like.
That's cool, but you saw it as a kid and you always had that interest.
Well, it's funny because like in Mexicali, like nobody like was riding a board, so I didn't like see it. I don't know. I think I was just born
to skate.
I know it sounds a little cliche, but I think so, man. You know,
That's
like
cool. You were drawn to it for
I think so, and like
for a special reason.
Yeah,
man.
and like as soon as I got on the board, man, you know, like it was just the funnest thing ever.
That's cool. That's cool. And then when did you start taking it like more serious?
Well, I took it serious as soon as I started.
As soon as you started?
Yeah, because like,
I like that.
As soon as I started skating, like I was addicted.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't be off my board. I remember like we used to live like in this apartment complex like with my grandma because that's what we moved into her house, and like there was just nice like pavement, you know, like there's nice like driveways everywhere. So like I would wake up early morning, go skate, you know, like just skate the driveways, learn how to ollie, learn how to like push, you know, all that stuff. And it was like as soon as I started skating, man, like it never stopped.
Did you have any influence? Like, did you have somebody to show you the ropes or anything like that?
Not necessarily just like YouTube, but one of my cousins, shout out to Chris, he showed me my first video of P-Rod on how to tray flip.
Okay.
So like once I saw that video, and it was like an old one, I don't know if you guys maybe seen it, but he was like in a couch, like just like this was a long time ago, and like he was like teaching how to tray flip. But from that, like that was like my inspiration on like what type of skater I wanted to become.
That's
you
dope.
know, and like
Yeah.
it was just it's awesome, man.
That's cool.
So, you know, I said you got that speed demon board. How old were you when that? When
I was
started?
like 10, 11, if I'm not mistaken, around that time.
Okay.
Yeah, but obviously, I mean, and it's funny because when I started, like when I first got my board, like even though I never not to lie, I guess, because I was using the other girl's board, but like I was kind of already like comfortable, like pushing and like being on the skateboard like that. I couldn't ollie, but you know, like I was comfortable and like out of my balance and stuff like that.
That's cool. Goofy or regular?
Goofy.
Goofy foot?
Yep.
Okay.
Goofy.
All right. Shout out to that. Yeah, because I mean, it came natural to you? You already kind of knew you were goofy. Like you knew that this way was straight for you.
Yeah, it felt comfortable, but obviously you had to work to like,
of course,
make it comfortable, you know. So, but yeah.
And then how long into it, like after getting your board, did it take you to learn to get your ollies and your kick flips? Like, was it like a right away thing, like where you worked for it, or it took you some time?
Well, yeah, it took me maybe about like I would say like a month to 2 months to get like my ollies down, but it took me a long time to get a kick flip.
Kickflip.
Like, yeah, because I remember how the way I learned, I would like grab onto like a pole, which I feel like a lot of people learn like that, you know. So like I would grab onto like a pole, I grabbed onto like a fence, whatever.
Yep.
And, like I learned how to ollie like that, like how to like do a shove or like a 180 and stuff like that.
I think that's a good way to learn.
Yeah, 100%. And like when like kids like ask me or something like that, you know, like I'll be at the skate park and be like, oh, how do you do a trick? I always tell them like, dude, like just grab onto something because it'll build your confidence. One, because you'll know that you're like safe in case something happens, you're able to hold on.
Mm-hmm.
But
and then it gets your foot movement.
Yeah,
too,
exactly. You know, because
you start learning the flick.
Yep, and then you'll know exactly what you need to do to make that ollie happen. But I remember when I learned how to kickflip, I went to the public library because I didn't have a computer, you know.
Oh,
and
wow.
I went to the public library and I typed in like how to kickflip, and then I went back that same day and I landed my first kickflip. It took me forever,
but it gave you the fundamentals, like
you know, like how to like put your feet, like you know, all that stuff.
That's some dedication, man.
Yeah,
that's cool. I
and
mean,
I was like about like.
I wasn't
13.
going out to anywhere. Luckily, I had an older buddy of mine that, you know, showed me, you know, videos, you know, but
yeah, and on my street where I grew up in Amani, like we you know, I had those teenager guys that would skate, but they'll just kind of like just always bully me because my mom, like, she wouldn't let me hang out with them. So like when I'll be in the street, like I would have to like hide behind the car and stuff like that, so I wouldn't get in trouble. But like, yeah, those guys were older, but like they wouldn't really like teach me anything, you know. But yeah, for like maybe like the first 2-3 years, like like a year 2 years, like I'll just skate by myself in the driveway. I'll skate when it was raining. Like I just didn't care. I just wanted to skate.
That's cool. I mean, that's what we do, man. When we find that passion, it's amazing. All right, what would be local spots that you hit up once you started getting out there?
Are you familiar with Amani, right?
Not too much. Not like skate spots.
So, do you know where Food for Less is at?
The one on
Valley. Yeah. So there's a food. It's a market, right? Behind it, there was this maybe about like a 2-inch metal coping ledge.
Oh, sick.
So that was like the stomping grounds, and also like there's this famous spot back in the day called Pioneer Park. It was a park, but it had 5 blocks, and everybody would skate that spot. So that was like my main local. Amani Loki like had like pretty good like beginner skate spots. You know, they had like the AutoZone ledge, which is like 2 feet. You know, it was like very small, but yeah, just anywhere, man. You know, like a curb. I remember I used to go outside on the street of my house and like I'll wax the red curb with soap. Just with soap? Yeah, because I didn't have wax, you know, like so I just use
try
soap.
to find something. We even tried to use underarm deodorant, the clear one, you know, the gel one.
Yeah,
man, but it smelled good.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, man, but it works. So
yeah, that's funny. I mean, the things we would do, man, just to try to get anything to work, you know. Yeah. Did you end up waxing the front curb though?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably like later on, but then I would just go to like a skate park or something, you know. But that curb, still to this day, like when I go sometimes, because my uncle still lives in that apartment, like that curb is still like waxed up and like nobody skates it.
Nobody skates it, but you can tell that
I made all that damage, and every time I pass, like I'm like, that was me.
That was you.
Yeah, and I remember like I'll also too, like I'll try to like show my mom like my tricks, like all proud, and I'll just like eat it like in front of her, and she'll be like, she wouldn't even care. She's like, all right, like.
That's the same thing with me, man. I'd be like, I swear I landed it. She's like, I believe you. I believe you. And I'm like, no, I did it.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Those are good moments, man.
Was the Amani YMCA skate park still there when you were there? Or was that after?
When I started skating, it was there for like a month. And they tore it down.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I never got to skate the park. I remember I seen it because it was like at the Boys and Girls Club, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I seen it, but once I actually got like more experience, the park was gone.
Okay.
Yeah, so like our local park was always Wesco.
Okay.
Yeah, so I grew up skating that park all the time. Like I'll skate from Amani to Wesco and then skate back home, or like take the bus, or like my buddies like dad will like drive us over there. But yeah, Wesco was always our our local park.
That's cool, man. Is that where you learn most of your stuff? Because I seen some clips. I think you posted where you're hucking down the set of stairs.
Yeah, man, I love those 8 stairs. Like I know they have like a little weird turn, but they're just so fun because they're not big and they're not long. Yeah. You know, like they're just perfect 8 stairs. Like,
that's cool. Yeah, I mean, even like you said, it's there's no straight line to it, but I mean, I think that kind of is a good thing in a way because then it kind of prepares you for street because not always
100%.
street's gonna be perfect either.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's why I think that's a cool little like it gives you that knowledge for in the future if you need to curve into something big. You're like, I already got this. I'll do this.
Yeah,
all day.
because you take it down those stairs or like any obstacle in the park, and then you take it to street. Now you kind of like know how to work around certain like cracks or like stuff like that, which is
comes in handy.
Good knowledge. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, because like a lot of times if you're already like if you've been doing the trick going straight the whole time, and then all of a sudden you get to the spot and you have to go around something, and now you're leaning a different way, and you're like, well, I wasn't leaning the whole time, like when I was practicing. Yeah, so I mean, I think little things like that help.
Well, what I like too about that 8, it teaches you like curving into your tricks when you're trying to do like a rotation trick. It helps. So like if you come at an angle and turn into it,
like a half cab or a fakie trick.
If you come into it, it'll help you wind up for that
One
turn.
thing about those 8s that I never understood how Victor would do it, Victor Brooks, like he'll just come out of the gap, like out of the bowl, and like would just skate the 8s like that, like with no speed, like what, like how do you do that?
Just get pop enough to get over it.
I think that's one thing as like a longtime local skater at West Coast. You kind of...
You figure out the park, huh?
Yeah, you figure that out. And then it's also one of those things that you have to do kind of like an initiation thing.
Yeah.
I know almost everyone in the park that could do it. They just come out of the ball and just hit the 8.
Yeah, Westco Park is honestly... Even though it's always dirty, I love that park.
Yeah.
But I just hate because it's always dirty.
Right.
But I love it.
I think what that park needs is to build up again with like locals who are going to take care of it and kind of regulate all people who are coming there and just kind of messing it up.
When I was younger, when I started to skate and all that, that was a time where like Westco had its lights, like, bright lights. Everybody was just like chilling. Everybody was skating. Like it was so fun, And then like there was a point where like like you'd see people like sleeping in the bowl. Like it was just like like
skaters or non-skaters.
Both.
Yeah,
both.
You see both in
people,
there.
People are getting a little bummy.
Yeah, like like cops would be there, and like people would just be like, not skating, but more like just drinking and like partying there and just acting a fool at the park. And, like,
I mean, it does happen. It does happen because I mean, a lot of times you start getting so comfortable there, you notice that
make it your home, huh?
Well, yeah, and then like say when you were skating there all the time, and if the cops came by, you guys were all doing something positive, right? Then all of a sudden they start drinking. Cops probably go by thinking, oh, these guys are just skating. Yeah. Next thing you know, they come by. Oh, no, nobody's skating. Everybody's getting hella messed up.
That's how they locked it down, right?
Yeah, it probably could have been. I don't know.
Yeah, it started getting locked down because of all that.
Yeah.
Like, all the riffraff coming through, the hoods coming in there messing with people. It just all just added up to why we lost our lights.
Yeah.
Why they come and lock the gate. So
they stopped taking care of the park for a cool minute. It was all tagged up and everything.
Yeah, that's the sad part too when you see like gang members going and putting their like what other gangs are going into a skate park that you need to post?
Yeah, that's just like come on, guys.
Go do it where they're gonna see it.
Dude, it just happened the other day. I was there and I was messing around with my drone in the parking lot. And I flew it towards the skate park, and on my drone, on video, I caught these these two dudes and a chick putting up the hood on the ball, and I was like, I'm like, really?
Yeah.
Sometimes you just gotta grow up, like
sometimes.
And they looked older than me. They looked like they were in their 40s.
Yeah, like come on, dude. Like, gotta do something better with your life at that point.
Yeah, I mean that's why I'm skating, man. I feel like it's very positive. You know what I mean? And
great for your health too, man.
Yeah.
It's painful, but it's awesome.
What would be some of the favorite obstacles besides the stairs in there that you like at Westco?
Ledges, like the 3-stair. Like that park is just like set up to learn.
That's what everybody says.
Yeah, like nothing is big. Everything is a perfect size. Like you'll go to some parks and you'll see a flat bar that's like this high off the ground. You're like, dude, what am I gonna do here? Like you'll see some like messed up ledges, but Westco is just like. You literally can learn everything. You can learn your manny tricks. You can learn vert. Like the stalls on the little tranny when you enter. Like the bump to bar. I mean the bump to ledge. The kicker. It's like a perfect. Like I love that park.
It's fun.
Yeah,
I like it too.
And the thing too about that is not a slippery park.
Right.
Like you will not slip at that.
It's got some grip.
It's good.
The only thing for me is like to come in the park. I don't roll. I don't roll in it. So you know
Yeah.
what I mean. I gotta walk down the little quarter pipe
It's
to
funny
get in.
when you
but
see like random people come in and they're like, oh, like
you
gotta
have to
walk
hold on
in
to
be
the
eating,
fence and
yeah.
everything. Oh yeah. But just if people out there haven't been to Westcote, beware.
Yep.
Don't be skating into the park if you don't know there's a quarter pipe drop to come in.
Yeah, right there in the entrance.
Yep. So it's funny when they have like little like events because
Yeah.
you'll see like people that are bystanders.
oh,
they want to
yeah.
come in, but they're holding onto the fence trying to
So
slide
just
down.
slip.
Yep. So, but shout out to that man. And
Yeah.
So you're more of a ledge and
I would say, you know, I never really got into like rails. I could skate them, but
Mhm.
not big rails.
not big rails.
Nah, like
Yeah.
maybe like a crook, a board slide. But you're not gonna catch me like from Fibelina 12. Like I never got into it like that, you know.
Yeah. It's all good, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I know where to stay in my lane, man. Low impact. You know. But dude, that's so cool. Any dream spot that you ever wanted to skate that maybe?
Well, recently now that I got back into skating,
I know I do want to talk about that.
I've made a list on
Okay.
my phone of like spots that I want to hit and tricks that I want to
Ooh.
Do- but yeah, man, like
You got to work towards it, huh?
yeah, I gotta work towards it and I gotta relearn my tricks, you
Mhm.
know, like. But yeah, there's a couple of spots that I want to hit, you know.
Okay. Since you brought it up, you were off the board for
Yeah, for about 4 years.
About
man.
4 years?
Yeah, I stopped skating, and
Yeah.
it was unfortunate, but I mean, it had to happen. You know, it had to happen.
sometimes life happens.
Yep,
Yeah.
and I do not regret it one bit. You know,
Okay,
but
yeah.
now that I'm back, I'm focused. I know what I did back then that made me stop skating that I know I cannot do now because then it's just gonna like take my focus from it.
Okay.
You know, so like I'm more locked in now. I'm more locked in.
That's dope. That's
Yeah.
dope. What made you want to come back to get back on your board? How did that happen?
I feel like I've never really gave back to skateboarding. I have random clips like you see like sometimes I'd be posting like clips that I've had like I'll film like a couple street spots or whatever, but I've never had like a full like length part
Okay.
at my best of
Oh.
when I was doing like, you know, like I felt like I was really good on my board and like comfortable on my board, you know. So like ever since like I stopped skating for those 4 years, believe it or not, like it's always been in the back of my head, like dude, I need to make a video.
Are you still sitting on anything that you haven't posted, or is it
Nah.
just nah? Okay.
The
But
thing
you
is-
want to get out and get some stuff.
I want to get new clips because I had an Instagram and I forgot I think I was telling you guys, but I had an Instagram that had like over like 300 clips of like of my prime where I was like, you know, skating, like doing good tricks, and somebody reported it to get my username.
Oh
And
wow.
I had made a new Instagram just because I obviously like I had stopped skating, so I wanted like
To
you-
refresh
refresh it.
up.
Yeah, so I had left it public, so I could always just go back and look at my clips. And one day I woke up and it's gone, and I was so bummed out, you know. But
That's crazy.
yeah,
I've
now-
somebody had taken the skate show name on Instagram. I've reported it so many times. It still never didn't do nothing. So that's
Yeah.
crazy that somebody got that
Yeah,
taken
man.
care of for you.
yeah, they reported it. My account got taken down, and you know, so like sometimes like I'll be posting like random clips that I'll like maybe like post it on Facebook or like I posted on YouTube or like on Twitter that I find, and I'm like, oh damn, like I forgot that I did this line or something, you know.
That's
But
dope.
yeah, but now it's
So what we're
new
seeing
clips.
on Instagram right now, is it recent or is it some old stuff
yeah,
too?
some are recent, some I'm like putting little like throwback clips, you know, and also
Okay.
it's more like to motivate myself, be like, dude, like
This
if
is
you used to do that,
Yeah.
there's zero reason that you can't do that again.
yeah.
You know, like
How old are you right now?
20. I just turned 26 in May.
Okay, yeah, you're still
Yeah.
No excuses right now.
No
buddy.
excuses, 100%.
Yeah, man.
No
You
excuses.
get to 45. I don't know.
So that's one thing too, like why I was like, if it's not gonna be now, it's I'm not gonna be able to film a video part the way that I'm gonna be able to film it and be happy about it. You know, like
Gotcha,
goddamn,
okay.
like I put in like 100% of my effort on this.
That's cool, man.
Yeah.
Have you started anything yet, or you're
Not yet
trying to get
because
out there?
I know myself and I know I'm not 100% where I want to be on my board.
So right now you're just getting the
Exactly.
the
Right
feel
now,
again.
yeah. Right now it's just more like skating, like, you know, like not really too much like pressure just
That's
getting
smart.
just getting my tricks back, my energy back. You know, like I was talking about earlier, like I get tired quick now. You know, because I gained like maybe like 30 pounds. Like I stopped skating. Like
Okay.
you know, I've rolled my ankles, I fractured my ankles. Like so now, like you know, your body hurts after a while. So like I need to build up my energy and all, like the skill to be able to comfortably go out and like skate street and be happy with something that I'm gonna do.
Right. You said you had a knee issue too, right?
Yeah, man, but I never injured my knee, but I don't know if maybe it's like about the weight, like I'm jumping down, or like you know, like the weight of my body's like affecting like my knee or something. But
Yeah, because I mean, like you said, you might be jumping in it a little too quick.
yeah,
You know what I mean? You might want to work your way up to maybe hucking. But
Yeah.
I know the feeling when you come back, man. Like you feel like the muscle memory's never left,
100%.
and you start locking in stuff. You're like, you get excited again.
Yeah, I haven't
But you
tried
don't
any
want to
stairs
overdo
yet,
it.
but
Yeah.
like that day that there was like that BP that little contest that was there. That was the first day that I came back into skating,
Okay.
and I skated the 4-star just because I'm like, oh, I'm hyped, you know. Let me skate with the homies that I haven't seen in forever. And the day after, oh my god, dude, I couldn't even walk.
The soreness, right?
Yeah, and that was off a 4-star, and I just couldn't walk. Like for 2 days, I was like, ugh.
Is that BP 4-star with the little rail next to it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Wow, dude. I mean, but that gave you the drive to get back on your board, huh?
Yeah, man, because I'm like, dude, like
You're better than this, right? You're like, I should be able to.
like you said earlier, I have literally zero excuse now not to skate.
Well, I mean, you want to go into it like slowly
Yeah.
too. Like I said, like
And I owe it. Like I don't want to like be old and always have this thing like
what if?
exactly like
Yeah.
what if like why like or why didn't I do it? You know, and like but now it's time. And
That's
I gotta
cool.
do it.
Well, you know, these guys are going out and filming. I'm sure they wouldn't mind getting a clip
Yeah.
of you. You know.
Oh, we've already told
Yeah,
them. So
I know. So that's what I also want to work for. You know, to be able to put in. You know, like how would I say like put in my effort to making something great for the project,
Right.
and not just like some BS like quick clip. You know what I
Right.
mean?
I get you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm also hyped that like a lot of my homies are like happy that I'm back too. You know.
That's
So,
what I was gonna say too. I don't think like to me just to let you know like no pressure. You know, like I think people are just excited to see you're back on
Yeah.
your board, man.
and I'm happy about that. 'Cause
Yeah.
It's like damn, dude. Like,
You know what I mean? And no
forgot
matter
how-
what footy you put out, we're all gonna be stoked about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because like I was telling you earlier, dude, like I was talking to a lot of people and they seen you on the board and they're like, dude, Miguel's back. And we're like, I was like, hi, dude, that's good
Yeah,
to see
man.
another homie back on the board. Because you were good, dude, and
Yeah.
I've seen you over the years all the time.
Yeah.
So you killed it, and I was like, cool, let's see what he gets to put out now.
Yeah, and I'm excited, man. So
Yeah.
I
I mean,
was gonna say, like when you posted that switch frontside flip on that 4 block, I thought I was the only one who had done that.
yeah.
And then I was like, hell yeah.
But you know what's crazy? Going back to what I just told him, like I literally forgot that I did that.
Yeah,
And so I was
that's
watching my
crazy.
YouTube video and it was on there, and I'm like, oh damn! Like I literally forgot that I did that.
you have stuff on YouTube. You have a
Yeah,
YouTube
like-
channel.
Not a YouTube channel. Like I literally have like 10 YouTube channels with random clips. Like
Okay. If we put your name in, will something pop up?
yeah, but I mean it's not even worth it because it was like when I was like younger, like literally like I'll like just upload like an Instagram edit or whatever. So it's not like an actual like YouTube channel. But I literally have like random YouTube channels that have like maybe one clip, one video, 2 videos.
We have viewers out there that like to
Yeah.
go and if you have a YouTube channel, a lot of them go straight
Yeah,
there
I
and go
know,
see
but-
what they're about. You know, like I've heard it. So
Yeah, that 4 block though, it's one of my favorite spots to skate.
Same here.
Even though the run up is a little short and the floor is very crusty at the bottom, it's fun, you know.
Yeah.
Like it's a quick little like throw your board, set up, pop your trick. Like it's good, man. I like that spot. One of my dream tricks that I got robbed on it was a big flip on that 4 block. It was coming out butters and I didn't land it, and that's one of the clips that I wrote down on my notes that I need to go back and get. That
okay.
big flip on that 4 block.
Who was that skater that used to write the tricks down on a little note and tape it to the bottom of their board? Somebody
damn.
used to do that and had like a little checklist and would be like,
I think that'll throw me off.
Well, yeah, I'm sure, but I think it was a vert thing.
Yeah,
I'm
okay.
not too sure, but there was a skater, a pro out there that would do that. So I mean, that's cool that you made yourself a checklist because a goal to have is
Yeah.
important because then it kind of it kind of makes you kind of like go, okay, I have to do this now. It's on paper. I gotta check these off. Dude, that's so rad. What about if you could travel anywhere to skate?
I mean, I'd go anywhere.
Anywhere?
You know, like I don't care, man. Like I'd go anywhere.
I like that.
Yeah, I just wanna skate. You know?
Just want to
like,
be on your board.
Yeah, and also like now I have a son. He's gonna be 3 in September.
Okay.
And I already like thought of the like name because my son's middle name is Rain.
Rain?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's the name the name that I want to name like for my video part.
Ah.
So like, cause he likes skating, right? Even though he's still like a little kid, like you know, like
he looks
but every
at the
time,
board.
yeah, like every time I'll put like a skate video, he'll be like, oh, you know. So like,
That's awesome.
yeah. So I want to do something like,
It's in the blood.
yeah,
Yeah.
you know.
That's so cool. Yeah, I mean that'll be dope, especially if you get like a little board even made for the house or something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Have it under your son's middle name. That'll be cool, man. And dude, I can't wait to see that part, man. When you work on it,
It's gonna be a
is
good
it a big?
minute,
Is it a big list that you have?
but not yet.
Not yet.
Yeah, I have
It's
maybe
simple?
I have like maybe like 5-6 tricks that
Okay.
I wanted to get before I stopped skating that I never got to skate. Like that one stair set at the Staples Center in Crypto Arena. It's like a 9 stair.
Okay, I know which one.
Yeah, I want to get a clip on there because you're able to get like a top angle.
Yeah.
You know, so like and those
That'll
stairs
look
look
dope.
crispy on camera, like with that top angle. So I want to get a trick on that.
All right. I know we went recently to P-side.
Yeah,
That was fun.
that was very fun.
Did you like that spot?
Yeah, I loved it, man. And a lot of people, like, I put it on Instagram and I'll be like, oh, like, where's the spot at? Where's the spot at? You know,
Right.
like, the thing that sucks, what doesn't suck is that I forgot how to skate obstacles like that, you know? But it was,
Yeah.
like, you have, like, but it was very
You have to
fun,
be
man.
like really light in your feet.
Yeah.
You have to know like the little nooks and crannies, like they
The
said.
cracks,
The
and
little
bumps.
pockets, yeah.
I mean, because I ain't gonna lie, I've been watching that, you know, those clips of P-side for a long time before I finally got to step foot on that place. And man, like when I pulled up, I could have swore it was tinier than I pictured.
100%,
Right?
yeah.
You know, because it looks way bigger on film for some reason. But
that-
now that I've been there and I watched the clips, it's so much different. Because now I go, okay, dude. Oh, damn, he went through that. That's not easy to roll through right there. You
It's
know, like you
not.
kind of know the ground now.
Yeah.
You're like, oh wow. I seen Richard Mulder was there. He was hitting the wooden quarter pipe in the back, and I thought about going up there, but it didn't look too safe. That guy went up and did it. I was like, wow, he did it like nothing too.
And surprising, that floor is so smooth, man.
It's pretty smooth, but
Yeah,
there's
it
some
is.
bumps in it. You know what I mean?
But overall, it is a great spot, man.
It was fun. Yeah, but man, shout out to them for building that spot. It's so much fun.
Sucks that it got destroyed once, huh?
Once, yeah, but they
They're back at it. They're back at it, rebuilding it.
And then a lot of cool pros have been going there.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it seems to be the spot to go to right now.
They got a perfect parking spot. It's
Yeah.
right there.
The only thing, there's no shade.
Yeah.
So next time, I think I will bring like a canopy to
Yeah.
set up because I have one.
That's what the guys building the park do. They'll bring the canopies and
Yeah.
they'll set them over their trucks and stuff. So you can just
Imagine
get
like
back.
an event right there.
Dude, I mean, that'd be cool.
That would be cool.
I mean, I wouldn't mind. All right, let's get into. Do you have a local skate shop?
I don't now, but I used to ride for Borders West Covina.
Okay.
Yeah, and it was a great experience.
Yeah.
You know, like
How'd you get on Borders?
Well, I sent them footage.
Okay.
You know, and like the first time because it took me two times. Like
Okay.
I sent him footage once, and then he he's the guy that I'm sorry I forgot his name.
Mhm.
You know, but like he'll be like, oh, like send me like more footage, right? So then I was just like, all right. So I went out with my buddies. You know, back then we had like this like skate group called Hesh Valley.
Okay.
And like we'd always go out and like skate street and stuff like that. So I filmed like maybe like a minute and a half like video for him. And then like yeah, they sponsored me and I was on that team for about 2 years.
Oh, that's cool.
And it was a crazy experience, man, because like they would always invite me to like events, you know, like I ended up meeting like the people from like the Borders LA, like the main like people and like yeah,
Making
man,
more connections.
Yeah, it was cool. It was cool.
Dude, that's so rad. And then they shot you boards and
Yeah,
stuff that you
they'll
needed.
give me boards. You know, like sometimes like companies like when they like order products, like they'll send them extra for like the riders or whatever. So like
Right.
they'll shoot me wheels, they'll shoot me bearings.
And a lot of sometimes too they'll be like, hey, these are new. Have one of your guys
Yeah.
try these out and see what they
Yeah,
think
yeah.
or whatever. You know, that's pretty rad. Man, shout out to Boarders.
Yeah, man, 100%. Now I go to I still rep Borders because they have my back,
Mhm.
but now I go to the Santa Anita location because it's closer to my house.
Okay. Yeah.
And TK works there, and that fool, he's a legend.
Okay, TK's over there, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we have him on the list, don't we?
Not that TK.
Not that TK?
No.
Okay, it's a different one.
Yeah, I'm talking about Tarek. He's good. Like, he would love to do this for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, I'll have to check, see
I
what
think,
our
he
list
lip,
says.
if I'm not mistaken, I think like back like when he was younger, I think he lip slid the 16 at Hollywood High.
Damn.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was like on Grizzly and a bunch of stuff like.
That's sick. Because I know Brooks goes to that
Yeah.
Borders a lot too.
Yeah.
I thought he worked there or something.
No, I think. Well, I think he used to work at the West Covina location,
Okay.
if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. 'Cause
Another dude that's just very good on the board.
oh hell yeah.
I saw you guys had him, huh?
Yeah, we had Brooks
Nice.
on the show. Yeah, shout out to him. He's doing his donut wax.
Yeah, that's sick.
Can't wait for that to drop.
Honestly, still one of my favorite waxes to skate.
I mean, it's so buttery.
I never tried it. I
Smells
need
good. Yeah, I still haven't got one. Still waiting.
Hey,
Brooks.
I've used it, but I haven't gotten
I
it.
got lucky that he left one at the skate park,
Ah,
and I just sent him a picture and I was like, "Thanks for the gift."
yeah.
Got
He
him.
just posted that video too or something when you forget your skate wax at the park or something.
Yeah, like I was saying Peralta earlier, like when we were sitting on the couch, like when I was a kid skating West Covina skate park, like I would always see Brooks and Victor Castillo, like,
Yeah.
and I would just sit down when I would see him skate because I was intimidated by them, dude. Like they're just so good. I'm like what? Like how do you skate like that? And I'll just go and sit down and watch them.
You ever talk to him when you were that age? No?
Never.
No?
Never.
All right. When did you start talking to them? Did they
When-
talk to you first or
Nah. I think when I started talking to them is when I started like I improved my skills. But now
You
when I
felt
was
worthy.
yeah, I felt worthy to have their attention. That's your monsters, man.
Dude, that's so cool, man. Dude, shout out to them, dude. They're always
100%.
they're out there killing it. I see them. I see them.
Yeah, and also
I see
like
them on the board.
Michael, I remember he taught me how to like nose manual on the ledge at West Covina skate park, and I never forgot that moment. It was crazy.
Nose manis are fun.
Yeah,
Yeah. I mean, they're not easy, but when you get that, when you
That's
lock them
fun.
in,
Yeah, it's a fun trick.
when you get that lock in and you know that you're locked in, you're like, oh man, I got this.
I just started getting them back too because I found this nice little mani pad by the internet on my house. And I'm like, ooh, I'm gonna come here every day during the week just to practice.
I like a good mani spot, especially if it's not too big of a mani pad. Just enough to get your tricks in.
Isn't there like a really cool like mellow mani pad at that one high school in on Valley and I forgot the name of it, but
Valley.
it's
I'm trying.
I forgot the name, but it's like a blue mani pad.
If anybody
Oh,
knows
are
out
you
there.
thinking of Walnut High School? It's like a
No,
stage.
that one is sick. I
Yeah.
like skating that one. But no, the one I'm talking about is a high school in it's like by McDonald's. Like you go on by Valley, and it's like in a McDonald's. I forgot the name of that. It's Cross Street, but it's a high school, and they have like a mani pad. Or it might not even be that high school, and I'm just tripping. But
No. Okay. Because I just passed by somewhere right there in
but
Valley.
Walnut, sick spot. Those ledges.
The ledges.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a nice spot to
Those
skate.
3 ledges.
And you never get kicked out from that spot, huh? Yeah.
We haven't yet. It's been fun. I gotta switch those slide on one of those
Oh.
ledges. So,
And it's cool.
but I
that-
want to go back and
What-
get something else.
Yeah.
What's cool about that Walnut High School, right in that little intersection, there's like 5 or 6 pro spots right there.
Yeah, got the big ass rail. You got the 10 stair at the side. Like yeah.
You also got the Uto gap right there. You got the
Oh,
Chris
it's
Cole.
that one?
Yeah, you know the one that does back 360 over the
Yeah.
grass gap. It's right across the street from Walnut. There's
Damn.
a Jocelyn. There's a Jocelyn rail right there. There's the Chris Cole ledge.
Jeez.
All the pros.
All the pros own the spot right there,
Yeah,
man.
and then Day One in the little middle school cross street, he owns mani pads in there.
Oh damn.
Are they blue?
Yeah, they actually are blue, but they're circle.
So is that the one you're
Oh,
talking about? No. Okay.
Yeah, I forgot the name of the high school.
Yeah, it's all good, man. But Matt, what would be your board setup then? What do you like to skate?
Now Baker.
Baker.
I love skating Baker because like the mellow concave that they have. Like I ride an 825.
825.
Yeah, I used to ride 8, but then I went up to my when I was younger. My dream sponsor was Primitive. But then no hate to them, but I skated their boards and I kind of didn't like them. And then I skated Chocolate, and I love Chocolate. But then I skated Baker, and I just fell in love with Baker, and I've been riding Baker ever since.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is there a particular 825, but is there like a specific like?
As long as it's a mellow concave, I
mellow.
Want, yeah.
Okay.
Not too much, not too like flat, just a nice.
Because I know like with Crail Tap, they give you a nice chart, so you know exactly what board you're skating and the size. So it's like, so I'm like, with other companies, I don't know if they actually do that. You just kind of got to look at it, maybe stand on it in the store, see if it feels right. But I don't think you ever really know until you
put the board on the floor. Let me test.
I don't think you really know until you get the trucks on it.
Well, I know Real kind of does something like that, but it's not charted. It's just.
But you have a specific shape that you like too. That's pretty much. Is it always the same nose and tail and all that?
Yeah, everything's the same. So my nose and my tail look exactly the same.
It's an 8.1 or something.
8.06.
8.06.
A lot of board companies started doing that, huh? Like they have like 2 tails and like 2 noses and stuff like that.
I rock the twin paddle right now.
Really?
The Chocolate, yeah. Yeah, man. Because I do switch skating as well, so I like to not worry about which way the board's facing. I just go.
I think I'm gonna try one of those.
Try one, bro. Maybe go back to Chocolate again. But yeah, man, dude. But shout out to Baker. So would that be your dream sponsor now?
If I had the opportunity, yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
All right. What about Grip?
Mob, always been Mob. I used to like Grizzly, but then Mob just never disappoints.
Yeah. I can never say anything bad.
Your board could be dirty, but that grip is still gonna be grippy as hell.
That is true.
Yeah, I love Mob.
It kind of actually mellows it out a little bit if it gets a little dusty.
It kills your shoes like in 2 weeks, but it's worth it.
Yeah, you're gonna get them flicks that you want.
Yeah, I remember when I started skating, I used to like rock like the Jessup grip, but that thing would just like wear out quick. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I used to get that $5 stuff too, and that's what you get when you pay $5. Yeah.
Going to that one shop that the guy would charge you like $80 for a deck.
God damn.
Yeah, man.
That's what they are now, but yeah, back then. Jeez.
Yeah. This was a long time ago. That guy was finessing, but.
Man.
Hey, when you need a board, you'll pay anything.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, exactly. He knew, you're gonna go in there, you're gonna get a board.
It's not even, if you had those VX boards, those are like $100, $90. So.
Damn.
Yeah, but if you're not skating those, it shouldn't be that high.
Yeah.
Unless
like a normal is like $50, right? Like $49.99 or something like
that. Wow, they're going up now.
Yeah, they're like $70 a board now.
Oh wow.
60, yeah, 69.
Inflation's getting us, huh?
Yeah.
Well, it's about. I think to be honest, I know it's not really cool to say to spend more money, but dude, the boards haven't gone up in price for years, and the skaters don't get good royalties. They get maybe $1 a board. So $2 a board or something like that. So it's like, if you want to support your favorite skater, you got to buy the boards. But man, that inflation, like a lot of times now I'm buying boards for wall hangers if I'm buying boards. So like,
yeah, man, you got a great selection here.
I try to
that Plan B one. Wow.
Yeah, but shout out to that. What about wheels?
Bones.
Bones wheels?
Always.
Yeah. Bearings, bones bearings?
Yeah. Talking about that, I need to replace my bearings, man. Those things I think they're popped.
What are you riding, the Swisses or the Reds?
Yeah, the Swiss.
You know you can just clean them out, right?
Yeah, but the little cap like broke off.
Okay.
So
that's
I think
fine.
It's like...
I take the shields off.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
I take them off.
All you gotta do is get some Windex.
It sounds better to me.
Shake them in there and then just get some speed cream. And they're like new.
I'm gonna do that.
I usually make mine last me about like 2-3 years.
It's funny because that board that I'm skating now has been in my trunk for like 2 years.
You told me that.
Yeah.
So it's pretty soggy.
It's very soggy now.
Very soggy. So
very soggy.
So you need. So are you in the market for getting a new board now?
Yeah. Maybe this week I'm gonna go hit up the borders at the Arcadia and cop a new board, man. Cause
that's what's up. Yeah, because you're skating on a soggy board and you're and I seen what you're doing. You're already it seems like you're getting your stuff back already. But if you had that pop board,
Yeah.
I think it's going to even hype you up even more
Yeah, for
because
sure.
you're going to hear that snap. You're going to hear that. You're going to feel like.
Things gonna be a little bit more connected.
Mm-hmm. I feel it, man. Yeah, because after a board's been sitting around for a while, bro, it's just like
It's done, huh?
it's pretty done, man. They're done.
Well, that's where my board's at right now because I was at the La Habra thing and I was playing skate. And I'm like, why can't I pop this thing? It just wouldn't pop.
Yeah.
So
You just copped a new one though, right?
yeah, I just got I got anything deluxe because deluxe is real crooked anti-hero.
Mm-hmm.
So anything deluxe usually comes in the same shape.
Yeah, those real boards, I maybe skated like 2 or 3 like in my whole like time that I skated, but great boards. They're very they last for a very long time.
Yeah,
they're good.
The ones that are pretty solid too, that like if I step on somebody's board is like a Death Wish or a Creature.
Yeah.
Those things seem to be solid. Like they're different than most boards. They're like.
Because dudes
They're
on
like
that team
tanks.
they're crazy.
Yeah.
They're just throwing themselves a big ass rail.
And I feel like the people that skate those boards have this weird, like, if you're skating a Creature board, I feel like there's a certain way that I watch you skate. You're not like a finesse skater.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I feel like you're like a Heshi kind of.
Yeah, for sure.
They
You know,
barge
You're
that
hitting a
shit.
big ass
Oh.
kink rail. Like,
You know what I mean? And if I'm lying, if there's a techie skater out there, please let us know on a Creature board because, man, most of the people I see on Creatures, they're
good.
they're tearing those boards up, taking them to the max. But dude, shout out to your board setup, man. I hope you get a new one and you're going for Baker.
Going for Baker, man.
Going for Baker. Mellow.
I don't have to think, just get a Baker. That's it.
Yeah.
Easy
And
process.
We're speaking about shoes a little bit off camera. Yeah. What are you skating in now?
So right now I'm currently skating some Blazers, the SBs.
Okay.
But I'm gonna go back to New Balances.
New Balance?
Yeah, because I love the way they grip your foot.
They had New Balance 4 years ago?
Well, they had the Jamie Foys.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
man,
not for I don't know how long they've came out, but I've skated New Balances, the Jamie Foy ones, and I love them. That's because cool. I like my shoes a little bit more I guess more of a toe.
Toe, yeah, pointy.
A little bit more pointier.
It's kind of like a running shoe a little bit, but
yeah,
but skate sole, like a skate sole.
And it's a very you could tell the shoe was made right.
Right.
The SB one that I'm skating right now it's very flimsy.
Style? It's all just for look, or
I would say, man, because
no functionality.
Yeah, because those New Balances, they last, and
they last.
They'll last. They grip your foot well, So I like that. So I'm gonna get some of those.
How you doing with your New Balances over there, Peralta?
They're hitting the ball on my foot right now.
Yeah. So, what do you think? You're gonna go back to something else, or try something different?
Not necessary, because the Westgates, the ones I had before, they did good.
They did good.
They had just like you said, before, they had the nice pointy toe.
I like that. That's a good thing about them.
But then I have the Tiagos right now, and I'm just like, they feel too bulky. They feel like I have no board feel. I have no.
Yeah, Tiago Skate's pretty bulky shoes, huh?
Yeah, so I'm just right now I'm like, well, I gotta burn these out before I get a new pair of shoes.
Back then when I was skating, my go-to shoe was DC.
DCs.
Yeah, the Lynx. Those shoes were so sick.
Yeah.
I'd always want to just skate DCs, and also the P-Rods, the Nike SB, the P-Rods. But now you can't find any P-Rods anywhere. And if you do, they're $1,000.
Yeah, because they don't make his shoe no more. I don't think.
Nah.
Yeah.
I mean, the last one they made was I believe was the the P-Rod or something like that. But those shoes are very, very expensive.
Yeah. Well, now you got all the shoe heads collecting them.
Yeah.
And then that's what's driving up the market.
Also, the Nike regular Nike SB Dunks or regular dude I'm not gonna pay $500-$600 for this shoe where you could just
skate them.
You would be able to find them for $80. Not even worth it.
And Ross.
Well, I was now I see the little kid. I see every other little kid skating a set of Dunks, and I'm like, how rich are you that you're fucking buying? That you have a new set of Dunks to skate in?
Yeah, it's crazy. I don't know, man. I could understand if you're sponsored by a skate shop.
Yeah.
And they tell you, here, put these on, go get some clips in them. Okay, I don't have a choice. I'm gonna rock them.
But they're taking them.
But. Yeah, hopefully they get 2 pair, one for chiller, one for to put clips out. But
yeah, one shoe that I want to potentially try out is the iShot wear. They look nice.
Yeah.
They have like that nice pointy like toe as well. Like they look good.
Is that the Adidas? Or
No, the
am I
SBs.
thinking
SBs.
different? Okay, I'm thinking
Yeah,
something.
he,
Yeah.
I think he just got his second shoe on.
What am I
SB.
thinking? Tyshawn is on.
Oh yeah, Tyshawn. Yeah, I think
on
he's on
Adidas.
Adidas.
Okay.
You know what I think of every time I see someone like a pointy toe? I think of Dragon Ball Z and the Piccolo shoe because he had the pointy toe.
Yeah, that's funny.
But it's crazy how it helps your flicks.
It really does. It really does, and like you're able to see more of your toe on the board to control like that flick. You know,
Yeah.
so I like that.
Yeah, I think I don't flick my board that much, so I don't know. I'm just pop shoves and heel flips for me. So yeah, man. But I mean, I've skated some XL Slims before, and those feel good. But those are my chillers.
I've never skated S.
S?
In my life, I've never
Oh.
skated them.
Might want to try.
Well,
They're good.
Maybe when I was a kid and I'll get them like at Shoe City,
Mhm.
but
Well, if you skate almost anything American etnies, it's almost the same shoe, just with a different name.
I remember back then in Shoe City, they would sell like etnies, like the etnie shoes, and it would come with the little fingerboard like this big.
Oh,
That was so
Wow.
sick. Yeah,
That's
I would
cool.
always go there to buy my shoes. You'd find P-Rods there at Shoe City back in the day.
I remember that.
Yeah, like
You go to Shoe City and they had like the skateboarding section.
yeah,
They were-
in the back, and like everything was so sick, and then sucked, man. I think they went out of business or something like that.
Yeah, I think so.
Shoe City, yeah. I think I only see like warehouse now
Yeah.
shoes or something. But yeah, man. I mean, I wish shoes still came with 2 pairs of shoelaces. Like,
Yeah.
you know, they used to. If you got a colorway, they would come with the color of the shoe and a white or a black
Yeah.
lace. You know. So I mean, I missed that, or a keychain or something.
Yeah, little
Remember?
something in there, huh?
You used to have a sticker.
Yeah,
Something.
stencil. I know
Yeah.
Fallen used to give you the stencil.
It's like they took away my prize from my cereal box, man.
Now they're like, sorry, all you get is a shoe and
All you get
one
is
pair of
shoe one,
laces.
and that stuff they shove in the damn shoe. You know. But even when you buy boards, sometimes too, I'm like shaking the box, like,
Yeah,
where's,
there's no
I don't get a
sticker, huh?
sticker for this. Damn, come on now. But
Trying
Man.
to save some money, man.
yeah, everywhere, man. It's getting tight out there. Do you listen to music while you skate?
I do. Back then, I used to really love skating, but now I like to hear like people around me.
Okay.
So like, I'll put my earphones in for a little bit, like to warm up.
Yeah.
But then after I take them out, cause like like talking to the homies or
Yeah.
like like being more aware of like
Your surroundings.
exactly,
Yeah.
not like being like a snake or something like that. So I do it maybe like when I'm like if I'm gonna skate like a street spot and like I'm locked in, maybe I will have my music on just to like
Just to get the
focus on
flow.
that, But yeah, I just been skating park, so I kind of take them out.
Yeah. What are you listening to when you're?
It
Well, man.
varies, man. My playlist goes from corridos, it goes from Mr. Crowley, like Ozzy Osbourne to
Okay.
like like it just varies, whatever I'm in the mood for that
Yeah.
day,
I
like
would say it's a mood like
yeah, got some rap, some trap music, like
That's cool.
yeah, but then it does get a little annoying sometimes. It's like like I'm taking this
Okay.
off.
Yeah, there's sometimes like for me, like if I have like a flow going, like sometimes I'll bust some reggae. I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm like, now I'm doing some board slides. But if I'm like listening to rap, I might be like trying something a little harder.
Yeah, if I'm
You
trying to
know?
lock in, like, because I feel like when you listen to music, you kind of skate at the tone of the music, right?
Exactly.
So like when I put like rock music, I'm like trying to like skate a little faster or like
Yeah.
trying to like do a little like gnarlier tricks, but
That's dope.
Yeah.
That's dope.
I think over that time with music like that, I've learned to know what music to set up for
yeah,
what spot
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
skating.
exactly,
You know?
exactly.
Like if I'm skating ledges, I'm gonna skate something like more
Yeah.
mellow, like get me flowy. I'm skating transition. That's when you put on the rock to get all hesh
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
holes and stuff
I
like
agree. I 100% agree with that, man. It gets you that mood, and it puts you in that zone that you need to be
Yep.
in. Yep. All right. Let's get into hobbies off the board. What are you doing off the skateboard?
Eating.
Eating. You're a foodie, huh?
Yeah, man. I mean, right now, I sometimes go to the gym. I'm not gonna lie and say I go every day, but I'll go to the gym.
Mhm.
Like my son. Like one thing about me is like, because when I stopped skating, like I went into like more of like trying to make money for myself.
Mhm.
Because obviously, like coming from like an immigrant background, like all my family is like, poor or whatever. I always had this like goal to like be the first like millionaire in my family. So like when I stopped skating, I went into like selling cars, and that's why I stopped skating, because I would do 9 to 9 every single day, like Monday through like Sunday for like maybe like three to like 6 months if I'm not mistaken. And then every day was just
Trying to hustle.
Yeah, just trying to hustle. And then like my love for skating slowly like went down and went down, and I just was like more focused on making money. So like now, like, you know, it's just like that I've was able to accomplish something that helps me out, you know, like financial or whatever, you know.
Right, you're in a good spot. Right
Yeah,
now.
so like now I just kind of like reading like books, like kind of the same thing that Listo's into, you know, like you know, you gotta be like motivational stuff. So I like, you know, watching
That's
stuff
good.
like that, like reading like motivational books, like books that will like teach you like
Right,
certain
knowledge.
like characteristics and stuff like that. Yeah, exactly, because
We actually just turned on Liston to a thing called Stoicism,
yeah,
and I always encourage everyone to start reading into it. It's philosophy.
yeah,
So it's-
yeah, it's awesome.
So I always encourage everyone to
Yeah.
take a look into that, and like it teaches you how to live more humble and not
Yep.
let little things get to you.
Yep,
Right.
that you know, for me, because I'm a sales manager for an insurance company now, so I stopped doing selling cars and I went more into like the insurance aspect of it. But it goes back to what you just said right now, because you know you get those crazy customers and you're just like, all right, I could either get pissed off and ruin my day, or just chill and like handle the situation and just be humble about it, you know, and like
Right.
not be like
Yeah. Oh yeah. Just
Yeah,
not
bro.
snapping or whatever back, you know, because these people are going through it,
yeah,
and sometimes you gotta, you know, just be like, you know, kind of just be like, I know what you're going through.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
I'm gonna be here to do my best to try to help you through this. What you know.
yeah.
And then they could be, you know, like, and they're probably not even really like that, but they're having their bad day
Yeah.
and their bad moment.
Yeah, because if you think about it, like mostly all the skaters that kind of like pro skaters are no longer pros, like they're all in business. You know, like they're all like did some sort of entrepreneurial like
If they're
thing
smart,
to like
yeah.
you know, like to be able to make that income, because you see a lot of these skaters, and we know a lot of them that like will just skate and not like take their financial like literacy like serious.
Right.
You know, like, because when I was a kid, right, and I never really like said this, but when I was a kid, like me and my buddies, like we'll literally like we'll go to like gas stations and ask people for dollars, like to go and buy weed, like a 5-sack, or like go buy a pizza at Little Caesars, or like we'll dig in trash cans, right, and we'll like find like McDonald's cups and stuff like that, and, like just go to the
Get the
McDonald's,
refills.
yeah, clean them, get the refill, you know, and like all that stuff was just like, bro, like.
Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, man.
Yeah, 100%. Like that we're young, but then like once you get a point in your life where you're just like, bro, like
You want to keep doing that forever.
what am I doing?
Yeah.
Like what am I doing? You know
Everybody
what I mean?
should
Like,
come to that point if they're doing
Yeah.
something like that. Yeah.
I think I think that almost every skater in their youth has done that, because I remember sitting out
Yeah.
there asking for money so we can go buy beer.
It's fun though.
Yeah. At the end of the day, you're like, I just made 20, 30 bucks.
Yes, sir.
And you're so like, I can go buy a beer, some pizza,
Yeah.
some food,
You're
some
set
lunch.
for the day. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you start learning what kind of people to ask to,
Yeah,
because you could
100%.
totally tell the ones that would never give you anything, and then you could totally tell the ones that are like, or even just I admit this too, man. We used to ask somebody, finally got the money, and be like, hey, can you get us some beer? And
Yeah.
they'll be like, you have to know, like the guy has to kind of look like he came off construction. He don't care.
All right, man.
You know,
let's go.
I got you. Here you go.
Yeah.
And they'll, I'll get you one too. He's like, all right, yeah.
That or you find the liquor store that actually sells to
Oh
people.
yeah, man.
I had that too.
Yeah.
And all I had to do was show my ID, like pretend like I was being carded,
Yeah.
so the camera could see. That was it, and
Yeah.
I wasn't even of age. And drinking too at the mariachi place too. Like I said before, like I was 20 years old going to the mariachis
Yeah.
and drinking in there, and then I had my 21st birthday there. And everybody's like, "Happy 21!" And all the bartenders like, "Wait a minute, he just turned 21. We've been serving them." Yeah, but hey, man, I don't know how if you can still get away with stuff like that nowadays, but back then it was a lot
Some
easier.
people just don't care, man. You know, like they're like, whatever.
Yeah,
Until like they sell it to the wrong person, it turns out to be like an undercover or something like that. You know, like
that's why you don't do that no
Yeah,
more.
exactly.
Yeah, I mean, I always thought when I was a kid, I'll be the cool guy and I would do it. And now if I've had people ask me, "Can you buy?" I'm like, "Nah, bro, sorry.
Yeah.
it's not even worth it. You know.
Nope, not for nope. I'm going home today, buddy. I'm not getting busted
Yeah.
in this. Yeah, trying to buy mine or something. Hell no."
And then if something happens to them, it comes back to you because it's your fault.
Yeah.
They went into this and they got like that.
Yep.
And it's all on camera.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, they see you coming in the store getting them alcohol, and then they drove off and got drunk and accident or killed somebody. Nah, not on my watch. But all right, what other hobbies do you got? You have a son, right?
Yeah, I have a son, man. You know, like I love being a dad. You know, I recommend it to everybody. It's
Go have kids.
It's honestly a beautiful thing, man. Because as a man, you kind of want to leave like a legacy behind. You know, like
I feel that.
So to some people, I guess it doesn't matter. You know, but to me, going back to like I said, you know, I wanted to be like the first successful person in my family and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. Obviously, I'm still young. But like from where I came to where I'm now, like I didn't graduate high school. I dropped out when I was like in 11th grade or something like that. You know, like work warehouse jobs or like I remember I used to work like this, like weird like recycling like center job that like I would be covered like in maggots and stuff like that. Like my mom would come and pick me up like at 2 a.m. Yeah, like, it was crazy, but like, you know, it's a beautiful thing being a dad because you could always just like teach them. You know, like be strategic with like what you do, you know?
Yeah, because you don't want to make the mistakes that you made. You can kind of guide them like, hey, this is the way.
And like I said, man, he could carry out your name, you know? You do something great.
Yeah.
And then they'll always be able to like look up to you as like their dad or like, oh, like, you know? So it's a beautiful thing and I love it.
That's amazing. Shout out to that, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to all the dads out there. And hopefully the little boy gets on a skateboard soon.
Oh, he's gonna.
You know?
He's gonna.
I can't wait to see that. Yeah.
I'm gonna bust a Niger Houston.
No.
Nah, I'm just kidding.
Hey, man. Hey, Julian out there, man. He's killing it. So,
yeah,
to me, he's like it reminds me of a little bit of
also
Nisha.
that kid, well, he's not really that little anymore, right?
No, he's not
Kristen,
little.
or what's his name?
Julian?
No, the other guy, like Kristen Skates.
Oh,
he's like on Plan B right now, I think. Like,
I know what you're wanting. Kirsten. I know what you're talking about.
But that little kid he's good, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think he hit the 16 when he was like 6 years old or something like that. No, like that guy he's gnarly.
And Felipe Mota too.
Oh, that kickflip blunt he did, that was insane.
Youngsters, man, they're
on a good one.
And back in the day, man, we used to that would have been one and done for us, and these guys are nope.
Yeah,
they lock them in. They're contest like skaters, you know. So
they just play with spots though, you know. It's like
I know, and the way they can get out of like a gnarly rail too is so crazy. Like cats just running down the rail, like la 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 la.
Yeah, it's insane.
Yeah, but. All right, Prata, you have any questions?
Actually, I do.
Yeah.
So
camera.
So we talked about the Boys and Girls Club, but also, what's up with South Amani? Like, when did that happen? And like, because I know that was also one of your locals.
Yeah.
For a good while.
So that park, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I believe it was built in 2015 or 2016. I might be mistaken, but. Yeah, that park was the first park that was built in Almani, and now we have like I guess Mariposa. I guess it's Almani.
Yeah,
it's like Rosemead area, but it's in Almani. But yeah, that park, man, I remember when it first opened. They didn't open the gates for like 2 months, so we would have to climb the fence.
That's a big fence.
Yeah, so everybody would just climb the fence and we'll skate the park and like. But that's where I learned a lot of like. You know, ledge tricks as well and everything, but that park is fun.
I think that park
is that the fabricated one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually think that park is more funner than Mariposa.
100%.
Because like it has better flow.
Yeah.
Everything at Mariposa is just too tight.
Yeah, it's compact, very compact.
Yeah, I felt the same.
Rosemead, that's like down the street.
Yeah.
That park is fun.
That park's fun.
It's a little hard to skate because they have pretty big obstacles, but
I don't like a certain time of year too where they have all those purple things
fall
all over the floors.
Yeah. It makes the floor very sticky.
It's just you're bored. And once you get one of those little flowers on your grip, it's over.
Yeah,
you're like, can't get this damn thing off.
Yeah, but South Amani Skate Park, man, it was supposedly there was like a rumor that they're gonna like rebuild it into like kind of like a Covina Park, the one that they just made, but it never happened.
Okay.
Yeah, but.
Was it just like a test skate park to see how many kids would come or something?
No, it was because it was built in like the community center. You know how there's like right there's like I think that's like a boys. No, I don't think I don't know what it is, but yeah, I think it's like a community center. But yeah, it was built there. But I mean, everybody was just showing up. I mean, now I don't know if you remember how like from different parts of like every city, like you'll have people from Whittier, from LA, like they'll just come and skate that park because the lights are sick. Like,
I mean, we used to have sessions there till like
yeah,
2, 3, 4 in the morning because the lights would be on. And then you kind of feel comfortable because like the sheriff station's right there, so you'd see just cop cars coming in all the time,
and nobody bothers you at that park.
Yeah,
you'll never see somebody just there like being a bum at that park. Never.
That's cool. Yeah.
It's a fun park. That's why I wanted to bring it up because I remember I used to see you, Leo, and everyone there all the time.
I've been trying to skate that park a lot more now, but it's very dead. Like nobody skates that park anymore. I don't know if like same reason everybody kind of just that used to be there stopped skating, but
It's like I said, it's metal though, right? So it's probably like hot during the daytime. So I mean, I think didn't it Listo just recently go back there?
Yeah, it's a good park to skate at night.
At night,
when it gets cold, the ramps get very slippery.
That's another thing too. You can't. You got to find that right moment, right? You can't be there too late at night on a cold day, because.
But what I think the main part of that park is the flat bar. And the bench ledge, and then you got the other little ledge in there.
the C ledge too.
Yeah. And that's what makes that park like fun, because that's where you can go to learn tricks on rails.
And like the mani pad, like everything is just a perfect like pop on that park, you know.
And then it's tennis.
You've never been to that park?
Nah, I don't think I've.
No way,
dude. You can go. I'm telling you, you can go there like at night and be there all night and have a session,
and nobody will bother you.
That's cool.
There'll probably be people playing like tennis or like basketball. But nobody's gonna come and try to like fight you or something at that point.
Yeah, that's cool. That seems like a safe place to be.
Yeah, it is.
Dude, we used to when we were all still drinking heavy. We used to go there at night, drink, skate, and then we'd see like the homies, like you guys just everyone would cycle through. You catch him.
There was one skater that we all know, and I'm not gonna name, that would just make that park a living hell though.
Oh, okay.
You know, like he would always just want to fight everybody. I'm pretty sure you know who I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about.
You know, like he would want to fight everybody. Like you'll look at him, like he was really good. Like this dude could have gone like for sure like sponsored by like a crazy, like he has like crazy rails, crazy steez, but he just had a very, very bad personality. Like he'll just want to fight everybody. You look at him, he'll be like, "What are you looking at?"
It was because he was drinking, or just what?
It was just like circumstances of like, I guess his household, because it's like his father was like that as well. So. Yeah. But it just sucked because he was in my friend group, like in Hesh Valley and all that stuff. And like, he was such a cool guy. And then like slowly, he just kind of like
drifted off into.
Yeah. Like just wanted to fight everybody, bro. To a point where you just had to like, and he got into a fight with Gilbert.
Shit.
Yeah. And Gilbert cracked him gnarly. But.
Yeah, man. Well, that's what that. Yeah.
So sometimes I wish when I go, I'm like, dude, please don't be there. You know,
like, I mean, for the most part, now when you show up, the park's always empty.
It's always empty.
You get it to yourself. That's what makes it fun. Being there is like, you get the park to yourself.
Perfect
you get to sesh.
Perfect time to learn. Yeah, learn the tricks.
That's cool. Well, shout out to that park. And,
you need to skate it, man. It's fun. You'll love it.
I'll try it out.
It has, like I said, it has tennis court floors. So
it's smooth.
The roll is smooth.
I bet, man.
Now the 4 block. Have you been to it recently? The 4-star now, it's like, because I have a homie. His name is Earlson. That was good, but I'm not gonna say it's him all the time. But he does some crazy pop shove-its off the floor, and he like pops them very high. So like the floor is like a little cracked now. on the 4-star.
The big 4 block, right?
Yeah, the little 4. Yeah, the 4-star right there. Yeah, like, but now the floor is a little messed up.
Hey, that's why there's Bondo.
Yeah,
Impact.
And it needs to be bonded, to be honest.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. Anything else, Peralta?
No, I just really wanted to bring that up because I feel like that was
a spot.
That's like a low key steeple.
It went from Wesco to South Amani, huh?
Yeah. Because like South Amani's like that low key, like unknown, great fucking skate park out there that like everyone should have.
You two skated that park.
He used to live right there himself.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
you two skated that park. Like a bunch of, like, I think like Trevor Colden, if I'm not mistaken, skated that park.
Antoine used to be there every night too.
Oh yeah, Antoine Dixon like would skate that park. Like, yeah, a bunch of fools will skate that park. It's crazy.
That's cool.
Yeah, recently it was like, because where I work in North Hollywood.
Uh-huh.
So I work like literally like a minute, 2 minutes away from the NoHo skate park. And every time I go, like sometimes I'll go after work, like skate like an hour or so, and I always see like crazy fools. Like Sarah Jackson, Antoine Dixon's always there. Like those fools are shredding, man.
That's cool.
And that's sick too, how like Antoine, like how you went like the thing that happened with him, and then now like you see him like just completely like shredding, you know? Like,
Yeah.
Which is very like inspirational for sure.
Yeah, because I think if I'm sure he's sober now, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
And also he was posting like he was going to church and he was doing some good things.
Yeah.
I haven't seen too many posts of that, but I've seen him skateboarding, so that's good.
One of my buddies goes to the same church as him, so he said he's been getting to know Antoine like that now.
Damn.
That's cool.
That'd be a crazy friend to have. Like, yeah, I'm always with Antoine.
Well, he was telling me, he's like, dude, it's a trip. They're like, you know, I looked up to this dude. Now we're at the same church, and now we conversate back and forth.
And I bet he's very humble because all the things that he went through, you know, to like. So I bet he has a very nice personality.
I hope so.
No, yeah. I've heard he's always been a real cool dude.
Yeah, huh?
Like just until you know when your addiction comes in.
Yeah,
and,
yeah,
you know,
for sure.
it changes everybody.
Right. All right, dude. It's been awesome, bro.
Thank you for having me.
But we're not done yet. We're gonna have a crazy question.
Okay.
Before we get out of here, we're almost running low. Might have to.
So I pick one from the bowl.
Yeah, pick one from the bowl.
Right.
You can read it. I can read it. Don't matter.
It says, if you could skate with a pro skater, who would you pick? P-Rod.
That was fast.
No hesitation.
Yeah, P-Rod is my favorite skater, and I was telling him earlier, I've never met him. I've always wanted to skate with P-Rod and like just be in his presence.
Okay.
Yeah, because P-Rod is a G.
Yeah, dude. Shout out to P-Rod. He's a cool dude. I met him a couple times. Got him to sign the Yeah Right board for me.
Really?
Yeah, because
His Yeah Right part is one of my favorites.
Yeah, because I went up to him. I was like, "You're in Yeah Right?" He was like, "I was." And I'm like, "Well, you signed my board." And had to go running all the way to my car to get. I came back all sweaty. You can see it in the picture.
I think he'll never deny like a signature or like a picture, huh? He's such a cool guy. Like
I think he's pretty wise about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, not be a meanie to people.
Yeah.
You know, especially if you catch him like at an event. I've never met him like in a personal setting.
Yeah.
Like I've like if like on the street or something, just him or what. But yeah, I went to like what is that skate shop in Long Beach? Pharmacy. He went to Pharmacy one day, and I didn't even know he was gonna show up. So I saw they had one Paul Rodriguez board on the wall, so I bought it from the. Wasn't the best graphic, but I was like, you have a Paul Rodriguez? I'll take that one. Went outside, he signed it.
I even have his graphic tatted on me.
Oh, sick!
When he was writing for Pan B.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I have like the Cinco de Mayo graphic because my birthday is May 4th.
Okay.
So this is like his Cinco de Mayo graphic, and I got it tatted on me. And when I was young, like literally, that's all I would want to skate, just P-Rod shoes with the P-Rod deck.
That's crazy. Well, I mean, it's a good guy to want to skate like, that's for sure.
Yeah.
It's kind of like with my obsession with Chris Cole when I was younger.
Ooh.
I was the same way.
Yeah.
Everything Chris Cole.
With the zero, huh?
I was zero pants, following Chris Cole. Everything,
Yeah.
the shoes, the boards.
I don't
I
think
went all
I
out. I even did the blonde hair.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever did that, man. My favorite skater was Sean Sheffy, but I wasn't like buying the shoes or like I remember I bought one skateboard, and I wish I still had it, but yeah.
Yeah, and it's crazy how like P-Rod is like probably like mid-30s, right?
No,
It's like maybe late 30s.
Yeah.
Really?
He's probably
40
like,
maybe.
I think he's like what, like a year or two older than me.
Oh wow, but he's still killing it, man.
Yeah,
Like, he's
still
still jumping
killing it.
down big sets, like it's crazy. And then he recently, like on YouTube, he just made like this like live series of like him like talking that his kind of like motivation for skating kind of went down after like his injury, and like he was just found himself like drinking and stuff like that, and like he just made like a whole comeback, which is awesome.
Yeah, he was
Takes
posting
accountability, you know.
He was
like,
posting a lot of stuff like his on YouTube. You can catch a lot of his stuff like his recovery, like from an injury. You could see him and Spanish Mike are always
that guy's fun.
they were putting out a lot of footy. So yeah, man, shout out to that dude, and hopefully you meet him one day, man.
Yeah, man, I hope so. I hope so.
I'm sure it happened.
It'll
Yeah, I mean,
Maybe skating a spot.
now that you're back into skating, and then you can go to all the events now. You can you'll link up with them one day.
One thing that I do want to do is skate a contest because I've never skated a contest.
Okay.
So
Dude,
Yeah.
You know, you can sign up for the damn app.
Really?
Yeah.
Johnny Big Chillin' was on that, huh?
Yeah. All you gotta do is just pay the fee, sign up through the border.
Yeah.
And then you can skate. You can go in with no sponsors.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, you can just skate, and then you'll be. They'll set you up in a bracket.
Yeah.
And everything. You'll skate.
Which was a Red Bull one that we went to? That one I signed up for. Didn't know I signed up.
Maybe one of the Manny contests or something.
It wasn't a Manny contest. It was like a Red Bull thing. Oh no, I think it was the what was that thing that they were doing? It was like a channel that they had on YouTube where they were doing ETN.
Yeah.
It was an ETN thing, I believe, right? But
Yeah.
I think Red Bull was there because I remember I had a wristband for free. I can't remember, but I just remember they called my name, and I was like, "Oh, that's interesting that someone here has the same name as me." And they were calling me to skate, and I didn't even know. But yeah, man, I just thought I was signing the waiver to skate.
Yeah.
I didn't know I was signing in the contest.
Yeah.
So I got a 0 that day.
Yeah. So like, if you go to like the border am, you can sit there, you can sign up, and it'll show you what contests are coming up, where they're at. You can sign up for them, or
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
you had to have like some sort of sponsors in
Not
order
always.
to like qualify for stuff like
Nah,
that.
sponsors are mainly like
To rep, huh?
No, they're gonna pay for your your entrance fee.
Yeah.
But if you want to pay for your own entrance fee, you can just sign up and do it.
I believe that's all.
That'd be
all
something
legit.
on the bucket list, you know, like skating one of those contests like that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And then you get like a ranking too, right?
Yeah. So as you move up in skating and start winning more contests, they start ranking you in globally.
Really?
Yeah. So like you'll have a global ranking once you sign up.
You'll be in the system, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the more you start ranking up, the more sponsors start looking at you. And all
More
that.
exposure.
Yeah.
That's tight.
It's tight, man. Yeah, hopefully one day we'll see you like in what is that?
Phoenix Am?
Phoenix Am, yeah.
Phoenix Am, Tampa Am.
Tampa Am, that's what I was thinking of.
Yeah, like for those you can even sign up for because those are through the border.
Yeah.
That's how Big Chillin goes out there. He finds it out, knows how much the entrance fee is gonna be, and then he flies out that way and does it.
That's how you do it, man. That's how you get your name out there.
Like right now, I'll show you the whole process for that. That way you can check it out.
That'd be sick.
So dope, man. I can't wait to see that, and I can't wait to see you, some clips, man.
They're coming.
They're coming. I mean, hopefully I get out there with you, man. We get some together.
Yes, sir.
Dude.
And that's the best thing, skating with the bros, you know?
Hell yeah. All the time. Yep. Any shout outs?
It's to my mother. My son.
Your son?
Yeah. And all the homies, like everybody that's hyped that I'm back and showing support. Yeah, man.
What's your Instagram?
It's gonna be Mig Skates. MIG Skates.
No underscore, no nothing.
No.
Yeah.
Alright, we're forgetting one question at least always last. Who would you like to see next on the show?
That's a good one.
There's a lot of good people. I
Anyways,
have a homie, his name is Josue.
Mm-hmm.
Very good. He's from LA, but he's very, very, I think he just recently got picked up by Dagger. Very good guy.
Yeah.
So I would love to see him on there.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't, just, they don't have to be the best skater to be on the show. They just kind of love skateboarding, and if they're your homie too, it's all good. You know what I mean? Because there's a lot of people that think that they're like, oh, like they mention pro sometimes. I'm like, we don't have to have a pro. It could be anybody. You know what I mean? Anybody that just loves skateboarding.
Who would be freaking sick for this? AC.
I need to find a way to get a hold of him because I know
he's on our list.
It's crazy because like AC, like he was one of the dudes that was always like good to me, like, and trip out that I would always think like he doesn't remember me, like, I was a kid, but every time I go to the park and he's there, he'll be like, oh, what's up, Miguel? And I'm like, and I trip out like, damn, he remembers me, like,
that's awesome.
But he would be good. Or Steve Mercado.
Oh, he's he's our unicorn too.
Yeah, Steve, Horsey.
We have a few.
We've had Horsey.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
he was
I need to watch that one.
Yeah.
Chris, the guy I used to skate with.
So we have a couple unicorns we're trying to get on here.
Steve would be nice. I remember when I met Steve, man. Do you remember there was like this thing called like Beast Productions?
I think so.
Yeah, so like I met up with those guys. They skated. Well, they biked. The first day I met Steve from Wesco to Amani to come meet me, man. And me and Steve like had a session at Pioneer Park, and that's how I met him.
That's it.
Yeah, and everything, like we've been hobbies.
It's amazing. Shout out to them, man. Hopefully we get some of them on the show, get them in the chair and in the studio. That'll be dope, man. Hell yeah. Are we forgetting anything else, Prota?
No, I'm just trying to go off the checklist right now in my head.
All right. Shout outs, Prota?
I always give my shout outs to, Where the Locals Sk8, what we're doing here. And then shout out to Miguel. It's badass to see you back on the board, dude. I was hyped that day. I saw you at BP for the first time. And I was like...
Me too, man. It was nice seeing all you guys. Like, haven't seen any of you guys in a very, very long time. And the love is just... It's always there, It's never changed.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So I love that.
That's the best.
Yeah, and then I'm also going to shout out, the Off to Lunch crew. Everyone's still killing it. They killed it yesterday, so I got to work on that edit today, too. Because Listo and Rudy just destroyed the park yesterday.
Covina?
Yeah. They were on a rampage.
Dude, that trick that Rudy was trying, the 5 shove.
Oof.
That's nuts.
Dude, the nollie ghetto bird that he threw
that
out
was
of nowhere.
Clean. Yeah, that was clean. It's crazy. I never seen, like, in person a nollie ghetto bird.
Dude.
I used to have regular ones, but never, like, seen a nollie ghetto bird like that.
Yeah, no, he blew everyone's mind in that park yesterday with that trick. Like, the whole park was just like, damn.
Yeah.
I think that's gonna be one of my favorite parks now. The Covina, yeah, I love how it's small, but yet it's like spaced out.
Spaced out, good.
Yeah, like you have the 2 ledges on the side. You have the tranny on. Like you're able to like just cruise. That pyramid is just like a perfect size. You know?
I like the pyramid.
Yeah, it's nice, man.
It's super metal, yet it still gives you boosties.
Yeah, it really does.
And I'm like, whoa, dude! But unfortunately, I couldn't skate it that well because I was there for the grand opening.
Yeah.
So it was so crowded. But I do want to go back and test it out.
You should see the tray flip that Mike Beard just threw over the whole pyramid yesterday.
He was there yesterday.
Wow.
Yeah, right after you left, like when the park emptied out, and then Mike showed up, and then, dude, the tray flip he boosted. I was just like,
damn! Shout out to Mike, man. Hopefully he puts that out. Well, he should put that out because it's.
Well, he got
it for an Instagram clip.
Yeah, he filmed it. So
I haven't seen it yet. So.
No, I think fucking floated.
That's awesome. Can't wait to see that.
Yeah, but like I said, those are my shout outs right there.
Shout out to that. Again, dude, thank you for coming down.
Thank you, man, for
really
having me.
Appreciate it. And again, I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Thank my guests for coming down. Thank Peralta for holding it down on the 1s and 2s today. Thank you very much. Listo, we missed you. I know you're out there doing your thing today.
Recovering?
No, he's doing he had to do something at the house.
Yeah.
So he had to stay home today. But hopefully we get him in next week. And again, thank you everybody for tuning in. I want to thank everybody that subscribes to our channel, everybody that likes and leaves us comments. That really helps the show. Appreciate that very much. If you know somebody that wants to be on the show, let us know. Leave us a comment as well. Again, I'm OG Skate Show. Till next time. Peace out, everybody.